Yo, Royce, what is up, my man? How are you? You're on mute, brother. Can you hear me?
Hey man,
Hey, what's up, my man? How are you?
yeah, good. Thanks. Sorry about all the mucking around.
Nah, you're all good. How's your son's elbow? Is he all good?
Yeah, he's all good. He's currently at my partner's my brother-in-law's place at the moment. He's off school, so
Oh, okay. What was he doing? Like, was he like riding a bike or something? Or
I jumped off the monkey bars and
Ooh,
yeah, he landed on his arm.
damn, that's not good. That's not good. Well, I guess I won't hold you for too long, man. I'm sure you've probably got other things to do as well. So basically, the calls can probably be like 45 minutes to an hour tops. And full transparency, I'm just going to be asking you a lot of questions. Basically, like what you're doing at the moment, maybe some of the things you've tried in the past, what you
Yep.
want to do in the future, what you're trying to achieve, and whether or not we can actually help you get to that end goal. And if we can't, I'm still going to point you in the right direction anyway. But if this is something you're interested in, you're keen, we could potentially get you onboarded today. How does that sound?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people doing it. And they've been through the same walks of life of me. They're working two jobs. I'm currently the only provider for my family.
Hmm.
I've
Damn.
I've been working two jobs, probably say 6 years, 6 years now. But I've been the only provider for 10 years, probably 10, 12 years.
So you're working. I know. I did read your application, and yeah, fucking hell, two jobs, man. Like, how many hours a week are you working with that?
Probably probably say probably roughly around 65, between 65 to 70 hours a week.
Damn, fuck. Well,
It
like,
takes a lot of toll. And when I've seen people doing investments and stuff, I thought, man, I need to give it a try because I'm pretty sure if these guys can do it, maybe it can help me out as well.
for sure, man. Like, fucking hell, that's a long time, man. So you've been providing for your family as like the only source of income for 6 years,
Yeah.
and for 6 years you've been working two jobs,
Yes.
doing 70 hours a week tops.
Yes.
So fucking hell, man. Is that like 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, or what does it look like?
I'll say my 9 to 5 job. It's the hours are between 12 hours, but it'll be 12 hours. Some like currently right now, we've actually dropped down our hours because we actually slowed down, so it's gone back to 5 to 1.
Is it 5 a.m. to 1 p.m.?
Yeah, that's just our normal hours, but we would get busy, be busy for like 3 months, 3 to 4 months, be 12-hour shifts, 7 days a week.
Fuck. So you literally get no time at all to yourself then, or to spend with family, which is obviously something you don't get to do.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And then I also go to my normal. Then I also go to my security work, my job. Sometimes I work during the week just to get extra money, and then also mainly in the weekends, Friday and Saturdays.
Hmm. Hmm. What are these two jobs out of interest? You mentioned like your 9 to 5 job where you're working
Yeah,
12 hours a day or five
yeah.
till one now. But what are these jobs? What do you
So
do?
that so my normal job is warehousing, storeman.
Okay. That's
Um,
same as Nelson, right?
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what you're doing or were doing 12 hours a day, but you're now working five till one.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's fucking
That's it.
back-breaking work
Yeah.
as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just because we've actually gone a little bit quiet. So when it gets quiet, it really sucks because we only get like a minimum wage of say 1800 a fortnight.
So 900 a week.
Yeah, eighteen
On,
hundred a fortnight.
mm. And that's if like your hours are reduced from 12 all the way down to well, working five till one.
Yeah, so I think 7.3 hours, seven
Mm.
and a half.
Okay. So is that like your base sort of salary then? That's like the minimum that you will get paid.
Yes.
Mm. And is that why then you've had to go and get another job elsewhere? So obviously
Yep.
warehousing, but what's the other job?
Security.
Security. Okay. So warehousing and security. Like I know warehousing. I've spoken to a few guys, similar positions as yourself, and they say that it's just fucking back-breaking work, like lifting heavy boxes and stuff all day. Like, what's your experience with it all?
Well, I'm actually lucky. I'm actually just pretty much just sitting on the forklift all day.
Oh, okay. So
But
you're not lifting heavy boxes or anything like that then?
no physical work there,
Oh,
which I'm
okay.
pretty lucky.
Mm, yeah, for sure. So you're just yeah, you're driving around forklift around the warehouse all day, stacking pallets, stacking lorries or whatever.
Yes, and also loading containers with the loader machine.
Oh yeah, nice,
Yep.
nice. Well, I guess how and this is what you've done for the last 6 years.
Yes.
Hmm. It's like how do you find it? Do you like it?
Uh Sometimes I don't like it. But then I just have to like be grateful that I got a job. Um, I don't think anyone likes their job really, especially like warehousing there because it's like it's consistent, and then you have to like you're not yourself. You're like pretty much the middleman, so you always got someone higher than you.
Hmm. So there's always someone telling you what to do and what you can and can't do.
Yeah.
Hmm. Just how do you find that, man?
Um, can be annoying sometimes, but you know, I just cop it. It's just this is what it is. I gotta work, so they're
Hmm.
my bosses, and I
Hmm.
can't really argue with them. So
Yeah, I guess there is that. But you said as well that it's something sometimes you enjoy it, sometimes you don't. Like, why do you not enjoy it sometimes?
it's just like because they depend on me too much. Because I've been there pretty much 5 years, 5 years of
Mm,
my current job. And so the team leader and the supervisor they depend on me too much, and when they get new people, when they hire new people, I'm gonna basically um teach them the ropes.
mm.
Pretty much look after them, and it's just constant. And then like when you're trying to show them how to do things, and then they leave.
Oh, what
Then
the
they leave,
fuck?
and then yeah, so we only hire them for 2 weeks, and then our company gets rid of them, or they leave because they can't do the job.
No, so like, if you're teaching people, training people up, do you get a higher salary for all of that?
Nah,
Why
nah.
not?
I pretty much just do it just to make myself look good.
Hmm. Hmm. I guess you're putting yourself out there and you're helping people, like you're showing them the ropes and probably yeah, you're making yourself look better. But
Yeah,
I mean, for you to not be rewarded for that by your managers, by your overheads, how does that make you feel not having that?
yeah. It cuts me a bit. It cuts
Mm,
me, you know, because I put so much effort into these people and for the company, and then they pretty much just get rid of them, or the people that I'm teaching they just leave.
mm.
I've just worked like probably 2 3 weeks trying to train them.
And then they just fuck off.
Yeah, then yeah, pretty much.
That sucks. So you're putting in extra work, you're not getting like paid for the extra work, showing all these idiots that are turning up and just fucking off after a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, how long's that been going on for?
It's been going on for a while. They even offered me a full-time position. I mean, not full-time, a team leader role. I've actually asked for more money,
Mm.
but when I worked it out, I've only got extra, probably say 30 cents on top of what I asked for. Oh, actually, so if I've asked for a pay rise, they say, yeah, we can give you a pay rise of 30 cents.
30 cents.
Yeah, so I was like, nah, I'm not. It's not worth it. Gonna have to deal with. the bosses, anyone that makes mistakes. I have to pretty much copy everything, and they hold team meetings and
Mm,
just do follow-ups every once a month with the bosses.
yeah. So like that's not really an option for you just for an extra 30 cents an hour, man.
Nah, and
No.
like sometimes I do want to look for another job, but then it's like I don't want to look for another job, and then they hire me, and if then they use me, and then they get rid of me. But then
Mm,
sometimes I feel like I have to take that sacrifice. I have to take the risk.
mm, mm. I mean, you're working a lot of hours doing that.
Yeah,
Obviously, like you said, you've was tried to, or you got offered team leader position, but it's not really for you,
yeah,
and you haven't really wanted to look elsewhere just in case they flog you on.
yeah.
I guess for you being in this position, like where you've been feeling like this for a while, like this has been going on at work for a while, like what have you done to help your situation for you to get out of that and make a bit of a change?
Uh, so pretty much just go to work and do. Just, I really haven't done anything about it, really, to be honest.
Hmm. Well, is it like I guess outside of work then? Obviously, you're working all these hours. How's it affecting you outside of work?
Um, I'm not sure. I do get like tired and stuff, but then I also do make time for my family. Like if I'm working constantly, like 3 to 4 weeks straight, I always take a weekend off for my family.
So if you work 3 or 4 weeks straight, you always make sure you take a weekend off.
Yeah, weekend off. Yeah,
Is damn. Is that really how much time, like realistically speaking, is that what you can do? It's just how you have to work that long just to have a weekend off.
yeah, pretty much. So, yeah, because I'm the only provider. So if I don't work the security,
Mm,
if I don't work the weekends, I don't get paid the week after.
mm.
And
Yeah,
because
so
recently I did have a bit of savings, we did have a bit of savings saved up, but we had my brother passed away, and then my dad recently passed away in June, so we
mm,
had to dip into my savings, and that savings pretty much went on flights and accommodation where we stayed because there was too many people that were staying, and pretty much came back and had to dip more into the savings to cover rent, to catch up on rent and stuff.
mm. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Seems like it's a bit of a like tough time for you at the moment. Must have
Well,
gone
this
through
year,
quite a lot.
this year's been pretty hectic.
Yeah, it sounds it. Sounds like you're overworked and not rewarded for it, and there's a load of things going on outside of work as well.
Yeah,
And having no time to spend with your family. Like, who is your family? Have you got kids, partner?
yeah. I've got a partner. I've got 4 kids.
Mm,
So
four
every
kids and a
every year,
partner.
every year, my partner, me and my partner sit down, and she says, "Oh, she's gonna go back to work." Then the year after, to bring some money, and it takes a bit of stress off me. And plus, because
Mm,
she wants to work as well.
mm. Is
But,
she a sorry, carry on.
and then she falls pregnant always the year after.
Oh, so these are young kids as well.
Yeah. So my oldest is 9. My son is 7. My youngest daughter is 3, and then I just got a 3-month-old baby.
Wow. A variety of ages, all sorts of chaos going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're the man of the house making sure that all of those guys are fed and they've got
Yes.
a good life.
Yes.
Mm. But while you're doing that, they're all growing up, man. And you said you're not really spending much time with them.
Yeah.
So for you to spend all that time at work doing things, training idiots up to leave in 2 weeks' time and not spending any time with your family, not being able to watch your kids grow up, like how does that make you really feel?
Yeah. It sucks. It really does suck. I think about it all the time. When I see people on social media, like taking the kids out, going weekend, like going away on holidays and or like just even to the Gold Coast for the weekend, it really cuts me because I see that they're having a lot of fun with the kids.
Mm, mm. Yeah, I can imagine that's obviously something that you wish you were able to do, like just spend more time with them.
Yeah,
Mm, for sure, man. Um, like your job, what you're doing at the moment, is it something you've always wanted to do?
nah. I've actually wanted to. I really, I've never wanted to. I've actually wanted to go work in the mines because the money's good in the mines.
Mm,
I've always so for me, I've always had goals. I want to buy a property. Um, I want to go back to my parents, especially my mom now, especially because we've only got my mom now. I want to set my kids up. I don't want them working as hard as I've worked.
yeah. So you kind of want to be able to like set them up with a better future.
Yes,
Mm. And if you've always wanted to work in the mines, like what's really held you back from actually doing that? That's something
my
you've wanted
kid,
to do.
my kids.
Mm,
Because I know I'll be missing out a lot on their schools, birthdays,
mm,
knowing that I can work two jobs here, I can still see them and not
mm.
miss out on their birthdays and that.
Yeah, because I guess you'd still be at home, wouldn't you? Obviously, if you were working in the mines, you'd be completely away from them.
Yes.
Yeah, it'd just be even worse. Mm.
I've actually just seen up on social media recently. There's a bloke that used to work in the mines, and then his friend jumped on board to the investing. I don't know what
Investing.
company. Yeah, so he started doing investing. So he jumped on board with his friend.
Mm.
So he was saying that he used to make 5,000, I think, a week.
Yeah, about that in the mines.
Yeah, so now he's jumped on board with his friend. He's actually making triple or double.
Oh, good money doing that instead of mining, eh?
Yeah, so it just shows that like, if you put your mind and your heart into it,
Mm.
things can change for you.
Exactly that, man. Exactly. And like, how long have you seen stuff on social media, or not stuff, but Nelson's content exactly?
Pretty much all the time.
Since
Probably
when?
probably say like 3, 4 months ago.
3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
So during that 3 or 4 months, what have you been doing?
Uh just watching videos and like just for example, like I've messaged Nelson like that I was keen to learn because he did a video of him saying like if you want to learn, drop a comment or just PM him,
Hmm.
DM, DM, and so I did, and he's the only one that got back to me.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good, I guess. That's good. And like, you've been watching his content for 3 or 4 months, and during that time, you've just been messaging him. But like, obviously, you're in this call for a reason. You want to be able to spend more time with your kids and your family.
Yep.
And 3 or 4 months is quite a while. So why is it taking you so long during that time to actually get here today?
I just thought I didn't have the ability to do it. I just thought maybe because you got to be smart. Just probably just I really probably just didn't have the time.
Mm,
Just really didn't have the time to nail down on it and then watch videos. Like I'll be watching like certain videos, but then I feel like I'm not the right type of person for it.
mm. Well, what makes you say that?
I was just I don't know. I just really doubted myself. But then
Mm,
watching Nelson's video, he's saying like you just pretty much need to make time for it, make time,
mm,
and in the long run, it pays off.
mm. It does. It does pay off. And you do have to put the time in. You do have to put the effort in to actually get to a point where Nelson is, for example. But for you, man, like I know you're extremely busy with work at the moment. So if you were to like learn the skills required for this online work, how much time could you actually realistically put towards learning all of this? Because you've got a lot on your plate.
Yeah, so right now, since everything's died down and working there, I'm pretty much free from 2 o'clock onwards.
Okay.
I pretty much have like 4 or 5 hours. Probably I can make it 6 hours to learn.
Oh, so you actually have got a fair bit of free time at the moment then, because of work
Yep.
dying down.
Yep.
Oh, well. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess if you were surrounded by people such as Nelson, myself, and a load of other people, and given access to tools that you can use to learn the skills, learn the knowledge, and somewhere to train and exercise all of that knowledge, where would you like to see yourself, like 3 to 6 months from now?
Um, that's a good question. Um, Developing and achieving my um, the skills, pretty much skills, because and just making money. To be honest,
Hmm. But like with your job at the moment, like did you want to leave that job? Do you want to completely work online? Like three to 6 months from now, like, a lot can change if you put your head down.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, I would leave my job if I know that it's actually going to guarantee me.
Hmm. Okay, like for you to actually leave your job, obviously you're putting food on the table for your whole family. Like how much would you actually need to be able to step away from your job and just work online?
Well, that's probably. So if you're talking about not only food on the table, but like bills and stuff, probably looking at like can't really give you an answer really. Roughly
Hmm.
probably between 1,000, between 1,000 and 3,000.
What, a week, a month?
I'd like probably say a fortnight.
So around about five thousand a month, like at the moment,
Yeah,
is
pretty much.
and that's obviously like you're supporting your whole family off of that.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, whereabouts are you from? Are you from Brisbane?
Yes, I'm from
Yeah.
Brisbane.
I don't really know what the rent's like in Brisbane, but I know I'm here in Sydney. The fucking rent is crazy. Now I pay like $2,500 a month on rent. So I can only
Right.
imagine for you, like 5,000, is that even enough to like
Yeah, because I've
live
got
comfortably?
car expenses, rent. I've got like 2 or 3
Mm,
loans. Um, Food shopping. Just little things here and there to get by.
mm. Like, does that even leave you with much to yourself after all of that?
Yeah, because my partner gets her sense of like payments from the government, and then a bit of money from the security, pretty much saved up. I like put to the side as well.
Oh, okay.
But then it's like we can't really go out and do things because we just save that money to use or to last us till our next payment.
Mm. So I guess like for you to leave your job, you'd want that 5,000, obviously. And that's not really going to make a big difference as to how you're living at the moment. It's going to be like the same way. You'll just be able to spend more time at home. Like, would you not want to aim for more than that?
I do, I do.
I guess what would you want to aim for after that if you could?
Um, just buy a property.
How much do you need to buy a property, man?
Pardon?
How much do you need to buy a property?
Oh, probably 28, roughly 28, 30K.
Hmm. Well, is that to
But
like just put a deposit down and
yeah, that's pretty much just like a deposit. But um, I've always wanted to buy a property like outright,
hmm,
and then just
hmm,
have a bit of money savings for like even if it's just a house that's not fully renovated, but then have some money on the side to get it renovated, and then have the value go up.
yeah,
You know, in a couple of years' time, sell it and then buy another property
Mm.
so that my kids are all set up and just in case when I pass or my partner passes that they've got something to look at.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they've got something there for them afterwards.
Yeah,
Mm. This, like, let's say in 3 to 6 months' time, this all of this is possible, and you are working from home. You're with your kids, you're with your family the whole time, and you've got that 5,000 a month coming in, so you can still pay the bills.
yeah.
How's that going to make you feel? What's life look like for you then?
There's been a massive change.
Hmm.
More
It's
time
just,
with my partner, my kids. More time for myself actually.
hmm,
I believe. Because yeah, it's just basically more all about work and my family, and then I try and squeeze in a bit of time for myself by going to the gym. You know,
hmm, hmm,
it's pretty hard. It's, seems like if my whole life was around other people,
hmm,
but I will definitely make a big change, a big help as well.
hmm. I can imagine because obviously you're spending a lot of time at work away from kids, providing for the whole family. So even if you were to just
Yeah,
work from home and spend more time with them, it seems like it would make a big difference to you.
yeah,
Hmm.
massive
Just like
change.
just like on a day-to-day basis. Like just imagine like you're waking up and you don't have to go to work at 5 a.m. You get to wake up and you get to make the kids breakfast, for example. Like, is that something like is that something big to you?
Yeah,
Hmm. I guess
like
if you were able to do that though, like how's that going to make you feel being able to do that?
it'll make me feel so. It'll be good, man. I'll honestly love what I'll be doing.
Hmm. And I mean, it's very possible. Like if you put your head down and do the work, it's like just around the corner.
I think that's it. One stream is to wake up in the morning and make them breakfast and drop them off to school and then come home and, just work for a couple of hours and then spend some time with your partner and still make
Hmm.
money, you know what I mean?
Hmm. Exactly. It's the little things, isn't it? It's getting back some of the time and not having to drive to and from place of work, so you
Yeah,
can spend the time with them. But I mean, the reality is at the moment, although that's just around the corner potentially, that's not the reality at the moment, is it?
okay.
Because like you're obviously working a lot, you're not really spending much time with your kids. Like, how much longer can you stick that out for?
I'm not too sure to be honest.
Mm.
Really depends on if I like go ahead with what we're talking about, or like with you as well.
Mm,
If it works for me, then I will be happy to leave work,
mm,
resign from work, and
mm. But what happens in, I don't know, let's say 2 years' time, 3 years' time, you don't do anything. You don't go and put yourself out there, learn the skills, and at least try and make a change to your life. And your 3 month old's grown up. She's 2, 3 years old now, and you haven't been there as much as you'd like to have been. I mean, is that something you'd be happy with?
yeah, for sure.
What, not spending so much time with your kids, like having to continue on working.
Oh no, no, no.
Mm,
No, like, I'll be happy to make changes. Like right now, how things are right now, I really do like it. Like
mm.
it's no one should be having to work two jobs and work so hard.
No, you're working yourself into the ground, man.
Yep.
Like, how old are you?
33.
33. And you've been working for 10 years, providing for like your whole family. Obviously, your
Yep.
eldest is 9 years old.
Yep. Ever since my partner had our birth, 2018. Oh, no, sorry, 2000. Oh, lucky she's not sitting here next to me. 2016. Yeah, 2016, I think. Because I was pretty much living day by day, week to week. Got paid from work, all the bills run out. We're lucky we've had like friends and family to provide us with a bit of food. and then
mm,
wait till the next week.
mm. Yeah, that seems pretty tough. Yeah. I mean, at least things are a bit better now, and you're able to work like another job as well when you need
Yeah,
to save up.
luckily for the second job,
Mm,
I even had to save up. I, I even had to save up to do the course and pay for the license.
mm,
You know, it took a bit of time, but then the work did come. But then working the two jobs, tired, go to the second job. There's no energy, but you're pretty much just faking your smile and your energy. But when you come home, you're just knackered and you sleep I sleep most of the weekend away because
mm.
I'm just so knackered.
Yeah. I mean, you're 33 now.
Yeah.
What if you do another 10 years of this shit and you're 43 and your kids have all grown
Yeah.
up?
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's why I've pretty much reached out to you
Mm,
because I need to make a change. Because even my partner doesn't like it. She always tells me not to work the weekends, but she
mm.
knows that if I don't work, we don't get paid.
Yeah. It's a tough one. It really is. It sounds like it is tough. I mean, I can't put myself in your shoes and understand entirely, but
Yeah,
just based on what you have said and where you are at the moment, sounds like it's pretty tough.
yeah. I know a few other guys. I got a mate that works at my job as well, but then he works youth work. So he pretty much finishes my job at like 1 o'clock, and then he starts his next job at 2 o'clock,
Damn.
and he does youth work. So he looks after like young kids, the like naughty kids, and then he finishes around like 10 o'clock, and then sometimes he gets told to do a sleepover, so he does a sleepover at the property.
Mm.
So he does a double shift, and then
Uh,
he comes into my job at like 6 a.m.
Christ,
You
he's
know,
working harder than
cleaning,
you.
uh, he only actually started doing it, but I know a few other people working two jobs, and
Mm.
it's just to get by, man. Like that's life's pretty hard right now.
Mm. Mm. I mean, I guess how badly though do you actually want to be able to, or at least make an attempt to get out of that shit?
I'm really I really want to make a change.
Mm. Mm.
I
Because I
know
guess
it's not
it's
gonna I know it's not gonna happen overnight. I know for sure
no.
it's not gonna happen overnight.
Mm.
But if I have to put the work in, then
Yeah.
I will put the work in.
Mm. Like why this specifically though? Like you obviously seen some of the content. Have you like tried anything online before? Is this the first thing you saw, or where are you at with that?
Yeah, this is pretty much the first thing I've seen.
Mm.
I've seen other people make. I've also thought about doing clothing brand, owning my own clothing brand.
Mm.
And then just doing a bio on and by getting someone else to do the content. But I could be
Mm.
the best person.
Mm.
I thought about that, but then that's also investing money into it as well.
Mm. I guess like for you there, man, you obviously know that like you're not really living a sustainable lifestyle that's not really fulfilling you. You're not able to spend the time with your kids. So, I mean, do you want to continue doing the same thing?
Nah, I want to make a change.
Mm. So, for you then, like where you are at the moment, what do you think needs to change?
Um, Probably working just the one job that pretty much doing what you're doing.
Mm. So, you're saying that for you, for your situation to be better, you need to be doing something different, not doing the two jobs.
Yeah,
Mm. Okay. Well, I think obviously we can definitely like help you. We can
yep,
provide you with those skills and give you the training, surround you with the people. Now, if you want, I can give you a bit of a rundown of like what our plan is. So this is the
yep,
same plan that Nelson followed. basically to help get him away from his warehousing job.
Okay.
And there's no reason if he can do this, you can't. So if he can, you can as well.
Yeah.
And this plan, okay, it's around about a 3 to 6 month plan because it really varies between people, who you are, how you learn, and whatnot. But around about that mark. Now, the first thing is like from the workshop video that you watched, do you have any prior experience of like sales and marketing, high ticket sales?
Zero experience.
Okay. Well, for you, man, in your instance, obviously starting from zero, same as Nelson, he like had no idea about any of this beforehand, is just building a foundation of knowledge. So getting you comfortable with the basics of sales and marketing, and then having that foundation to build upon, so you can have some structure above that and start implementing and learning new skills. Now, if you actually learn this foundation of knowledge, and you put you through a load of training videos that cover the basics of sales all the way through down to like more advanced levels of things. So
Yep.
it's building confidence, putting the ego aside, setting goals, and then getting more advanced and working on things like tonality, cadence, context, all these fancy different things like how you speak, how you talk, and basically just, yeah, getting you comfortable because we don't want to give you all this information and say, oh, here, go and learn it. So we want to be able to give it to you like in digestible format, like 3 to 10 minute long videos that you can watch in your own time.
Yep.
Now, do you think at the moment, with your schedule at work and everything, you'd be able to like utilize that?
Yep. I'll make time for it for sure. Yeah.
Hmm. Like, how do you think you'd make time for it? Like, how would you use those videos?
Like right now, because
Hmm.
I'm free from 1 o'clock onwards.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I know that I have a free bit of time, I'll sit down and watch those videos and just write down notes.
Mm. Okay.
I'll also like because my partner, I spoke to my partner about it, and she also knows that I have to put a bit of time in it if it
Mm.
does if all goes well.
Mm.
So yeah, I think she'll support me in it as well.
Mm. Does she want to jump on here as well right now? Just so we can go
Um,
through things together.
I can talk to her about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably better if she's there and she can, if she can jump on. So then we're going through this together. She sort of knows what you're getting and what she can get as well. Because we do actually do a thing for people in relationships, couples living together,
Yep.
where you would both have access to all of this. Hello.
Hello. Sorry, the phone.
That's
Yeah.
all
Okay.
right. That's all good. Yeah, so you'd both have access to this. So if it was something she was interested in as well, um, she can listen into this if you like. If not, I'll just talk to you now.
Yeah, probably not now at the moment because she's talking to mum on the phone because her mum's on
Ah,
the
okay.
island.
Oh,
But
nice.
like, if we can schedule another time for both of us, and I'll go through what we spoke about, then you can just finish it off.
Mm. Well, I'll carry on now, but we can obviously go through again at a later time. But just so you're familiar with what it is, obviously laying that foundation of knowledge, going through all of this training, watching the videos in your own time instead of listening to Taylor Swift on the radio at work. You can listen to these training videos and get comfortable. And then month two is going to be implementing that knowledge because is it safe to say if I gave you a book and said read that in a few days, you'd be able to read the whole book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But how much of that knowledge would you retain?
Um. Sure.
Not everything. Not
Yeah.
everything for sure. So we want to give you these videos, but we don't want you to just fucking flick through them and not learn anything.
Yep.
So obviously implementation is where you're really going to learn. What kind of learner would you say you are?
Pretty average, actually. I'm not a quick learner.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Like it really depends. Like warehousing and that, I'm a learn. I can pick up on things pretty quick. But if
Mm.
it was for me to watch a video or read a book, yeah, it would take a bit of time for me to learn.
Mm. Well, there's no books or anything, and this is why we do the videos because it's easy for people to listen and watch. So from you, like warehousing, it seems like you're probably more of like a hands-on learner, would you say?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So for you specifically, then being like a hands-on learner, obviously these videos and the training is going to be great, but actually putting that knowledge into practice and implementing it is going to be where you're going to learn, and that's going to be done with coaching calls. So you're going to have access to mentors and access to a load of other people, such as myself and Nelson and a load of other people as well. So you're not
Yep.
doing it on your own.
Okay.
People in the same position as yourself, doing warehousing and whatnot. You're going to be with them, with the mentors, learning all of this on the calls. Now, do you reckon you'd be able to make use of a coaching call and have live access to mentors and other people?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. And like, what makes you say yes to that?
So if these are times set up, I can always just jump on the videos.
Mm. And these are live calls. So, like a call like me and you are now, you jump on
Yep.
there with the group and you have
Yep.
access to mentors. So you can ask questions and everything. And you basically start implementing that knowledge.
Yeah. I've actually seen it. I've seen like these like probably like 8, 10 people on the live calls, video calls.
Mm. Even more than that, there's like about 50 people that show up to the sales.
Yeah.
So there's a load of people there. Everybody gets to put in their 2 cents, practice, and get better. Now,
Okay.
how about 15 of those coaching calls to get you there 15 times quicker?
Yep.
So these coaching calls run through Tuesday to Saturday. First one is 10 a.m., and that's a sales session with mentor Gabe, followed by content at 11 a.m. And then there's another session in the afternoon at 3 p.m. Now, you'll be able to make the session at 3 p.m., but what about the ones in the morning?
Yeah, probably won't be the ones in the morning because of work.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, obviously, if you are at work and you can't attend them, um, they are recorded, so you can go through and watch these after they've been played live.
Yep.
And obviously, any questions you have got, you can just reach out to the mentor, send them a message, and just ask questions, so you haven't sort of missed out on
Okay.
anything.
Yep.
So there's that, and then there's obviously the session in the afternoon which you could attend. This is a role play session. Do you know what a role play is?
Pretty much so you gotta like so you gotta pretty much like do like you gotta act pretty much.
Yeah, it's a role play. So one person takes the role of client, customer, and you just role play in different scenarios. So that's what the session in the afternoon's all about. Now, obviously, show up to that, put your knowledge into practice, and start learning even more. If you can't do that, you can reach out to another one of the members within ABC and ask them to be your role play partner. So you can
Okay.
just jump on a call like me and you are now, and then record it. You record the call, upload it to our education platform, and then the mentors will give you feedback on there on where you're going wrong and how to improve.
Yep.
So everything's kind of set up so you can go do the training, practice, and then get feedback. So you're getting better every day.
Sounds good.
That's the first like 1 to 2 months. And obviously, 3 to 4 months is when you're going to want to start landing yourself a role. So ultimately, you're learning these skills so you can earn money, so you can earn commissions or get yourself a base rate. And that's something we provide you with the tools to go and land yourself a role either outside of ABC so you can stand out from the other guy, look in Facebook groups, find yourself a role, know what's a scam, know what's legit, and so you can actually start making money.
Yeah.
Now, there is opportunity within ABC itself. So there's obviously influencers within ABC. You can reach out and ask them for a role. But that's only exclusive to those who are showing up, putting in the work, and are doing a good job.
Okay.
So the ball's in your court for that one. If you show up, do the work, and you're consistent, and you're doing good, it's going to be noticed because the mentors are always watching you.
Yeah.
So there's that possibility there. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. This isn't like an easy get rich quick scheme or anything like that.
Yep.
It's basically going back to school, learning skills, and being able to apply those skills in the real world so you can actually get yourself a job, get yourself a role somewhere.
Okay.
Now, do you actually see yourself using all of those tools and the people to be able to get yourself a role? start earning some money somewhere else, somewhere outside of warehousing, so you can actually spend more time with your kids. Do you
Yep.
reckon?
Yeah, I can see myself doing it. To me, with me, when I want to do something, I'll make sure I'll fight for it. And if it's something for me to gain better skills and learn to
Mm,
actually do better what I'm doing now, I'll make sure that I'll fight to actually learn and get better.
mm,
Because man, I'm overworking these two jobs and not spending time with my kids.
mm. Well, I mean, you've been doing it for so fucking long, man, but you haven't done anything about it.
Yeah, I just thought, I honestly thought that, man, this is probably my life. Just probably the way I'm gonna die.
I mean, if you think that way, yeah, of course, it's going to happen. But if you do something about it and at least try, you've done something. You made a
Yeah,
change. And so what? Like, obviously, like I said, this isn't like a get rich quick scheme or anything like that. And there's no 100% guarantee because you're learning the skills. It's like going to school. They don't
yeah,
guarantee you're going to get a job outside of school,
yeah,
but they give you all the tools necessary for you to learn. So it's up
yeah.
to you to use it to your advantage.
Okay.
So that's our plan, basically. That's the same plan that Nelson's followed. And it's the
Yep.
same plan myself and a load of other people have followed as well.
Okay.
So if that's something you do see yourself using to help you get away from your job, I guess, well, first off, do you see any of that not really working out for you? And you can be completely honest.
I haven't really no. I haven't even really thought of that side of things.
Hmm. I mean, like, hypothetically, if something was to hold you back, I don't know, you said that you've doubted yourself before. Like, do you think you doubt yourself in this instance?
Um, I think I will doubt myself, but I think I'll just keep trying.
Hmm. And you also said, oh, like, you feel like you're not smart enough for it, which is completely
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
Anyone can do this shit.
Yeah,
Anyone at
that's
all.
I honestly thought that I wasn't. I thought you have to actually like be really smart at doing investments and stuff.
No, this isn't like reading charts or investing or anything like that. Sales and marketing, when you boil it down to the basics, is just human interaction and talking to people.
Okay.
So as long as you can talk to people, which obviously you can string a sentence together and talk to me, I think you'll be all right. Now, it might take a while. It might take 6 months, it might take 3 months,
Yep.
but because obviously it depends on you. But yeah, it's not hard. It's not easy. It's the
Yep.
hardest part is just showing up and being consistent.
Yep.
And if you're not seeing results, just carrying on, sticking out and showing up.
Yep.
Because it's not an overnight thing. And even you're aware that you need to put the work in beforehand.
Yes.
So this is also why we have like the community side of things and other people for you to do it with as well. Because we don't want you to doubt yourself and then be on your own doing it.
Yep.
So if you're surrounded by people and you make friends within the community, they're going to reach out to you and say, well, mate, what are you doing? Where have you been for the last couple of days? So they're there to hold you accountable to make sure
Yeah.
that this does happen.
Okay.
So for you, man, like, is that something you would be interested in doing?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I guess if you want, I can walk you through like the onboarding process and get the ball rolling. Obviously, there is an investment required for that. And to
Okay.
gain access to all the training, the knowledge, and basically follow the plan that we've got, it does just come down to a one-time investment in yourself of 6,000 US dollars.
Okay. Do So with the investment of that, is there a way we can pay it off, or is that like a straight up payment?
Now, I know we'll just put that aside for a moment. I pretend
Okay.
that that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
is this again, like, is this something you genuinely do want?
Yes,
And like, do you genuinely see this like being a tool for you to help get away from your job and spend more
yes,
time with your kids?
yes.
And your commitments as well, like with work and everything, you definitely be able to show up to this and definitely be able to be consistent.
Yeah.
Okay? Well, tell me then. Tell me how you're going to make all of this work for you.
Um, learning anything and jumping onto the calls, the live calls, and just taking advice from other people. Even like doing like a role play,
Hmm.
just to build my skills and just
Mm,
find out where I'm going wrong, and also just finding time. But also like if it's been a set time where I can just jump on and learn, I always make time for it.
mm. Okay. Well, I'm pretty convinced that you do see this working out for yourself, and you obviously want this to happen. Do you believe in yourself?
I can say, yeah, probably say 95% of the time.
95% of the time. What about the other 5%?
Probably, yeah, probably that's the doubt part where
Mm,
like where I feel like I can't do it, but then I still strive to do it, but then there's also that little bit of doubt, like, oh, I'm useless or it's not for me.
mm, mm. Well, again, that's why we've got everyone else around you to do it with,
Yeah,
because just surrounding you with people in a similar position to yourself and also people who are 6 months ahead of you.
yeah,
Like you said that in 6 months, 3 to 6 months time, like you'd love to be spending more time with your kids, like working from home, whatever, and have like replace your income with 5,000.
yeah,
And there's people that have done that.
yeah,
So it's there for you as long as you put in the work,
yeah.
as
I,
long as you
I,
believe in
I'm
yourself.
I'm not the type of guy that will go out in the weekend and drink with the boys. Like if it's something to just like you said, gotta surround yourself with people similar to like who you are.
Hmm, that's it.
Then surrounding myself with people like you, maybe it can help out a lot.
Definitely does. Definitely does. And you can't do this shit on your own.
Nah,
That's a fact. Now, I guess for you, like at the moment, with regards to the investment in yourself, where would you say you're at financially at the moment?
right now, to be honest with you, financially, like if I was to invest into something, probably like now is not the right time. Like I've probably pretty much got like $1,000 of or $800 saved in my savings right now.
Hmm. Okay. Hmm. How how long did that take you to put aside 1,000?
Probably like 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay, so at the moment, then you're managing to put aside $500 a week
Yep.
for savings.
Yes.
Five, so that's 2,000 a month. 2,000 a month. And like that's savings. Like that's after you put food on the table and like looked after the kids and the missus and everything.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So 2,000. And that's stable income. Like that's with your job at the moment and
Yeah,
working
that's
weekends occasionally.
yeah, that's pretty much working two jobs.
Yeah. Okay. And you can put in 4 to 5 hours of work as well to learn all this shit.
Yes.
Hmm. All right. Well, obviously you believe in yourself and like this is something you want. And I don't want numbers on the screen to be like the one thing holding you back from actually like working towards it or like starting today. So I may be able to help you out with that. Now, if you had access to the investment, is it something you would be happy with investing?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And you did say as well you've got like a couple loans at the moment, right?
Yes, I've got three loans. Yeah, I've got three loans. Yep.
Three loans. And I mean, how what are those loans for? Just out of interest.
Just pretty much just like emergencies. Yeah. So like emergencies, like car breakdowns. Like when I needed to go to New Zealand for I had to pay for flights for me and my son to go see my dad when he was really sick.
Mm, So you actually had to, obviously because you're working so much, but just getting by, you had to take
Yeah.
out those loans so you could do what you needed to do.
Yep.
Mm. I mean, are they all paid off, or are you still paying them off at the moment?
Yeah, I'm still paying them off fortnightly. When my partner gets paid from her payment, she chucks in like 50 or $100 just to bring the payment down.
Yeah, so you're not putting so much interest on it.
Yeah, it's just
Mm.
that I hate having to have loans on top of my name, knowing that like if I was to make a loan next time, that they can look and see back and like, oh, this guy keeps up with his payment.
Yeah, yeah, it is good to have like a good credit score and make sure that you do pay off loans and whatnot for sure, but you don't want too many.
Nah, yeah, I don't want too
Mm.
many. Yeah,
Well, so there is that option of obviously going to a lender and asking for that amount. But for you, if you're able to put aside comfortably $2,000 a month,
yeah,
like we do actually have a plan, a payment plan, so you can do this over 6 months.
okay,
So that 6,000 US dollars is broken down into six monthly installments of $1,000 US, which
okay.
is 1,500 AUD Australian
Australian dollars, yep,
per month.
okay.
Would that be something a bit more approachable, a bit more accessible for you?
Um, I think I'll probably take another plan B. I think I would rather pay the whole thing out straight. Um, by because I'm like I've also got a message email saying that like a loan that I finished off probably say a couple of months ago, which
Hmm.
I had four loans, but now one's paid off. That I
Okay.
wasn't able to make another loan.
Oh, maybe
And then,
maybe that's a calling from God.
but then also like knowing that like the payments will be a lot smaller, but the
Hmm.
interest rate will be higher.
Hmm. Well, I mean, for you, man, like being being the man of the house and paying for all of your kids and everything, I think you're probably right there. Plan B is probably better than doing 1,500 a month
Yep,
because that is, let's be honest, quite a big setback a month.
yep.
And if you were interested in applying for another loan with that lender, is that would you be opposed to doing that?
Yeah, I can email them and
Hmm.
they can pretty much tell me how much I'm able to borrow.
Okay. How much do you think? Like, do you think that would be something you could do?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I can get on to them probably after our conversation.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's probably a good idea.
Yep,
Obviously, you've been in contact with them before. They trust you. They know you're going to pay it back. So I'm
yep,
sure that they'd be more than happy to. And if you're able to save up that amount per month, I'm sure it'd be pretty quick as well.
yeah,
And obviously, we want to get the ball rolling like ASAP, so you can actually start learning all this stuff.
yep,
So you get you familiar with the basics and get you comfortable and start like right away.
yep,
And then obviously instead of paying it off over 6 months, because you don't want in the back of your mind whether or not you can afford the next payment.
yeah. That's for sure. Yeah,
We want you to focus on the skills, not whether you can make the next investment. So
yep,
and at the moment, you said you've only got 1,000, which you have got saved up for this.
Yes.
Okay. Well, just for today then, and for now, would you be opposed to putting down the 1,000 and then you go to your lender, ask them for the loan, and then I can reschedule in a call. We could just get the ball rolling, so you can start doing this as soon as you can.
Yeah, I can do that. My first thing, because I always, every day I'm the man of the family, I always talk to my partner about what's going on, especially with money, the money side of things.
Hmm.
Um, I just need to explain to her like what's actually going on, and um, if you can, if you're able to see me the details of payments where I can put a payment through, I can
Yep.
message you and tell you that yep, everything's been okay. Like I can make the payment.
Yep. Okay. I mean that sounds like a sensible idea to me. And obviously, yeah, definitely run it by the missus. Make sure she's happy with everything. It's just out of interest. She's still on the phone to whoever it was, the mother-in-law.
I've actually heard them probably say half an hour leave to go pick up the rest of the other kids.
Ah, so they're gone now.
Yeah, so they'll be gone, and
Okay.
yeah,
No, that's all good, man. I was just gonna say if they are there, it's easier than do that. So we just jump on now. But yeah, run that by her, see what she says. Um, get on the phone, speak to the lender that you've been with previously, and
yep,
just see where you're at with that. And then we can reschedule another call and get you onboarded. How does that
yep.
sound?
No worries. Yeah, sounds good, bud.
Nice. Awesome, man. I guess when's a good time for you to jump on a call again and just go through things?
Tomorrow same time.
Hmm. Okay, let me just check my calendar. All right, so same time as right now, so 3 o'clock tomorrow.
Yep.
Cruisy. All right, we'll do that. Three
Were
o'clock
you
tomorrow.
were you located? Were you based?
I'm in Sydney.
Oh yeah, different time. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're Brisbane, are you?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So we are the same time now, aren't we? So until the clocks go back, because we're daylight,
Yep.
but not yet.
Yep. Nah, not yet. Yeah.
So 3 p.m. my time and your time tomorrow.
Okay. Do you have much customers or people in Brisbane?
Hey, we've got people from all over the world. We've got a lot of people in Brisbane, Sydney, the Gold Coast, New Zealand, like Auckland and everything. The
Yeah, thought so.
UK,
Yeah.
America.
Yeah.
We've got almost 500 members in ABC at the moment.
Okay.
So it's not massive, but it's growing,
Yeah.
and the community is like that. So it's awesome. But yeah, I guess that is us. Run things by the missus, and just ping me a message on WhatsApp. I
Yep.
can create a link now for the 1,000 Australian dollar deposit, and
Yep.
then obviously I can book in another call then. I'll just send this invoice to you on WhatsApp, so you can just click there, chuck in your name, email, and then it will send you a receipt and everything.
Okay. Cool.
And just let me know once you've done that. I'll be able to see it on my end, but if you just ping me a message and say like done, then easy. I mean, and
No
if
worries.
the missus objects and says no, you're not doing this, you have to work forever, then that's absolutely fine. But if she wants this for you as well, then
I'm sure she wants me to get out of it as well, like working two jobs, and I'm
mm,
pretty sure she wants more time for his, or like she wants some attention as well.
oh, I bet she does.
The only time she gets his attention is when the kids are gone sleep and the room's dark.
She don't get to see you at all. Uh, well, doesn't have
Right.
to be that way forever.
Thanks, man. Thanks heaps for the call, and thanks for like being able to believe in me.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course, of course. And it's not for everyone. Like I have
Yeah.
had like a lot of calls where I've just said to people like, I don't think this is for you.
Okay.
So you'd be right at home. There's loads of people in warehousing, and I actually see people on the calls where, like, sorry, Gabe, I'm at work, and they're in the forklift, and they've got like, the fucking. So you'll be blending right in, bro.
All right, thanks, man.
No worries at all. I will catch you later on.
No
See you, mate.
worries. We'll
Cheers.
keep a quick check on WhatsApp.
Yeah, for sure, man. Enjoy the rest of your day.
All right, thanks, bud.